Hello again, brilliant coders. Welcome to another exciting Beatbox lesson. In our previous lesson, we learned how to make our character moves from one place to another using the move command. That was fun, wasn't it? Yes, it was fun for me. But today, we are going to unlock another amazing superpower. Today, you won't just move characters, you actually draw on the screen using code. That's right. You'll become both a programmer and an artist. Are you ready? Yes, let's start creating. Okay, what's today's challenge? Today's challenge is very different. Instead of creating a game, instead of moving a character, we're going to build our very own drawing app. Imagine you using coding like a pencil. Every line of code that you write in your program becomes a real line on the screen. How amazing is that? Amazing. By the end of today's lesson, you will know how to draw straight lines and even create simple shape using codes. Let's begin. So before we start coding, let's create a brand new project. So you click on the home button at the bottom of your tablet screen, and click on the plus, then invent your own app. So we have a new fresh page. So this will be your digital drawing board for today's lesson. Here's a cool fact I want you to know. Do you know that Bitbox has a built-in guide that explains every command? Professional programmers don't memorize everything. They often read documentations whenever they learn new things. Today, you'll learn how to find information yourself inside Bitbox. That's exactly what real programmers do. So let's explore together. So we'll come to the top right here. You click on the Asset button. So a Windows open with several tabs, as you can see on the screen. So what I'm going to do here is just to refresh my page so that I can get all my information back. Okay, so I'm back right on track. So I open a project, click on the sprite, the assets tab. Then you have all the assets. So you have different tabs here. Today we are going to be visiting a special one, which is the last one, command tab. Now, so after you click on the command tab, look at all the commands available. Each command teaches your app to do something different. Some command display text, some display characters, some move objects, others draw shape. There are so many. Beatbox has many powerful commands waiting for you to explore. So now for today, you are going to be clicking on the line command. This is here. Can you see the line command? When you click on the line command, Beatbox doesn't just show the command, it also explains how it works, what each parameter means, and several examples. This is what they call documentation. Hope you are getting excited already. So whenever you're unsure how something works, you can always come back here to see how you can implement the command or whatever you want to do. Okay, so the line command is what we have here. So this command allows us to draw a straight line like what you can see on my screen. Think of it as using a ruler and a pencil. You choose where the line begins and you choose where it ends. You also determine how thick it should be and even the color, as you can see here, even the color, how thick it should be, whatever line you want to draw. Okay, so we'll understand the parameters one after the other. So if you look at this line, we have the x, y, x2, y2, the thickness, and the color. So the first number is the x position, the second number is the y position. So the x and y forms a point where you want your character to start. Are we following? So let's say, for example, I want my character to start somewhere here. So I can draw, this is one x and y here, as you can see on the screen. So you get your x and y here, and you can now get the second x2 and y2, the second position. Let's imagine this is the second position right here. So you have 2 points like this. So the Bitbox then connects these 2 points together to form a straight line. So it connects them together like this to form a straight line. So you can see it needs one x and y value. It needs one x and y value for the first point, another x and y value, that's x2, y2 for the second point. Then it draws the line. So you need four numbers. You need four numbers. Now, the fifth number, which is the thickness, is a number. So it makes it thick, whether you want it big or thin. So the last parameter is color, which is the text. So you make it whatever color you want to do. So now let's try something out. Let's try a project out on this line. Are you ready? Let's get started. So let's create a background. I'm going to close this. Let's create a background. Let's call it fill. Let me remove the annotation. So let's make it feel gray. All right. Okay. So now we have our background, as you can see on the screen. The next thing, we want to draw a line. So I want to draw a black line. So to draw this black line, I will type the keyword. The keyword is line, then open bracket. So your first number, your first point, where do you want the line to start from? So you get the first X and Y. So I want my line to start from somewhere 60, then 112. So this is the first point. There is somewhere here, 60 and 112, somewhere here. Now the second point where you want the line to end. So I'll still use, because the straight line on X axis, so the X must be the same, 60, and I use 876. 876. So am I using the same number for the X1 and the X2 because it's a straight line on the X axis. So I'm drawing a vertical line, the Y1 and the Y2 will be the same. So take note of that. Then now I want to give it, let's close this first and let's see what happens. So now you can see this line now. So it's a straight line. So if you're drawing a straight line, rather, pardon me, the X numbers must be the same for a vertical one. If you are drawing an horizontal line, the 2y must be the same. So with that, you can have a straight line. That's if you are drawing a straight line. But because I'm drawing a vertical straight line, the 2x must be the same, then the y can be different number. All right. So now I want to make my line a bit thicker. So let me give it a number of 40. Let's see what happens. So can you see it's thicker now? You can give it a color, different color. Let's make it white. Let's see. Or yellow. Now look at this. Can you see? Well, we're going to use black for this lesson. So you can try any color of your choice. You have black. Now let's draw another line. So let's make a white line. So you can draw as many as line you want to do. So maybe I want some 40, 510. That's the first point. So 510 will be somewhere here. The X is 40, then 510 somewhere here. So the second point is what we're going to get now. So like I mentioned, because I'm drawing a straight line on the Y area, so the X number must be the same. So I'm going to use another 40 here. Then another, the Y number must be the same. So I'm going to use 510, then 40. Or let's use 694. 694. Now let's see what this gives. So you draw it. Oh, you can see it's not straight. It's not straight. That's because my Y are not the same. 510. So your Y has to be the same to draw a straight horizontal line. To draw a vertical line, your X has to be the same. Your 2X has to be the same. So let's give it a thickness also. So 20. So you can see it's having the same thickness because it's using a previous line thickness. So you can specify its own thickness 20. Can you see it then? Let's give it the color of white. Okay, there we go. This is amazing, right? So you understand every aspect of this line. So do you understand? So you can create different lines. You can create a square. Just follow the pattern and draw different shapes. So now it's your turn. You can challenge yourself to draw a flag, but here's an exciting part. I'm only going to give you the first part. So this is almost like a flag. You can see the bottom. You can draw also the top here and close it up here. So can you solve the puzzle? Don't worry, we'll reveal the full solution in our next lesson, but you can take your time and try it out. Let's look at the common mistakes. Don't forget one of the 6 parameters. So the line has 6 parameters. The first X, the first Y, the second X, the second Y, the thickness, and the color. That's 6 parameters. Now, make sure your commas are not missing. Very important. In each parameter, after every parameter, you need a comma. Writing the color without quotation mark is an error. You can see my colors are written with quotation mark. Mixing of the coordinates. Remember previously when I wrote 40 here, my line went another way around. So for you to make it a straight line on the y-axis, so my y has to be the same. All right. Now, lastly, using words instead of numbers for position would work. So you take your time. Programming rewards painful thinking. Programming rewards careful thinking. So let's have a recap. So today we've learned how to find command documentation, for you to understand every command you want to use and how to use it. We've talked about the line command. We've learned about the starting coordinates. For the starting coordinate, you need an x and y. And we also learned about the x ending coordinate. You need an x2 and y2. So we need 2x, 2y. So one xy for the first point, then another xy for the second point, then Bitsbox draws the line. So we've learned about the thickness, which is the fifth number, and we also learned about the color, which has to be in quotation mark. So drawing shapes using multiple lines. So you can complete this and use to draw a flag and complete this up. So congratulations, today you've learned how programmers create drawings using nothing but code. Every drawing begins with simple lines. As you continue learning, you combine lines to build more complex pictures, animations, and games. Keep practicing, keep experimenting, keep drawing, and most importantly, keep coding. See you in the next lesson. Future gamers, future designers, and digital artists.